Hello everyone, welcome. Today we have a very interesting skit for you. It's called The Dead Rat. I know it sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? But trust me, this story is full of amazing surprises. So, are you ready? Let's begin. All right, before we jump into the story, let's quickly meet all the people in our skit. First up, we have Ratnanka. He's our hero. Then there's his loving grandmother. We'll also meet a very rich merchant named Yakshadatta, a clever cat merchant, and some hardworking woodcutters. And of course, I'll be here, your narrator, to tell you the story as we go along. Okay, I have a question for all of you. Just think about it. Can a dead rat, yes, a dead rat, make someone a millionaire? Sounds impossible, right? It's a bit silly, isn't it? Well, let's find out if our story can make this crazy idea come true. Come on, let's see.
And here we are. Scene 1. A humble beginning. Our story starts in a small, simple house. Here, we see young Ratnanka and his grandmother. Oh, but look at his grandmother's face. She looks so worried. I wonder what the matter is.
Looking at Ratnanka with sad eyes, she tells him about their troubles. She says,
"My lad, your father left us in misery, and we have no money left. Go to the rich merchant, Yakshadatta, and borrow some money so you can start a business."
Now, Ratnanka is a good boy. He sees his grandmother's worry and says bravely, "Yes, grandmother, I will explain our condition and promise to repay him."
Okay, on to scene 2, the strange loan. So Ratnanka goes out to find the merchant. And look, there he is. Yakshadatta is just taking a walk. Ratnanka takes a deep breath and goes to talk to him. Let's see how this goes.
Ratnanka approaches him very respectfully and says, "Sir, we have heard of your generosity. I request you to lend me some money for business."
But, oh dear, the rich merchant just laughs out loud. He points to a dead rat lying on the road and says something quite mean. He says, "Ha ha, lo my boy, that dead rat is the capital which I can lend you. To an intelligent man, it will fetch millions." He's just making a joke of the poor boy.
But you know what? Ratnanka doesn't get angry or sad. Instead, a thought comes into his mind. He thinks to himself, I will accept this as a favor. Wow, instead of seeing it as an insult, he's seeing it as a gift. How smart. So, let's see what happens in scene 3, the first clever trade. Ratnanka actually picks up the dead rat, puts it nicely in a leaf cup, and starts walking through the streets. What is his plan? And guess what he starts shouting? Listen to this. A rat for sale, a rat for sale. Can you imagine? People must be thinking he has gone completely mad.
But look, a cat merchant sees him. This merchant has a big problem with rats in his shop, and he has a cat. He thinks this is a great idea. So he tells Ratnanka, "I need prey for my cat to stop the rat menace in my shop. I will give you this handful of Bengal gram for it." And just like that, Ratnanka has made his first trade.
Moving on to scene 4, hard work and kindness. So what does Ratnanka do with the Bengal gram? He doesn't eat it. The next morning, he soaks it, gets some cold water, and sits under a tree. He seems to be waiting, but for whom?
Ah, here come some woodcutters. They look very tired from their work, and Ratnanka, with a big smile, offers them, "Please, have some Bengal gram and cold water."
The woodcutters are so happy and thankful. After they finish eating, one of them says to Ratnanka, "We are so pleased with your service. Here, take these 2 pieces of firewood." See? His kindness was rewarded.
And now we get to scene 5. A business begins to grow. From this small start, Ratnanka creates a daily routine for himself. He's so dedicated. He's really starting to build a proper business.
So here's his simple but very clever plan. First, he sells the firewood he gets. For that, he earns 2 rupees. Then he gives 1 rupee to his grandmother, which is so responsible of him. And with the last rupee, he buys more Bengal gram to repeat the whole thing the next day. What a great little system, isn't it?
But then, something unexpected happens. Suddenly, there have been incessant rains for 10 days. Firewood is scarce in the city. Oh no, with all this rain, it's impossible to find dry firewood. This could be a big problem for his business.
But wait a minute, Ratnanka is always one step ahead. Because he was collecting wood every day, he had a huge stock of dry firewood saved up, and now he sells it all. He says happily, "I just sold my collected wood for 100 gold coins. Wow, 100 gold coins?
That's a huge amount of money.
And believe me, that was just the start for him. From that 100 gold coins, his business just grew and grew. First, a firewood stall. Then it became a big timber business. After that, he opened shops for cloth and grain. And finally, he became a rich diamond merchant. Can you believe it all started with that one dead rat?
All right, now for our final scene. Scene 6, the golden repayment. 2 years have passed since our story began. And look at this. There's a big, grand procession with band music, and it's heading right for Yakshadatta's house. What could all this be about?
Yakshadatta hears all the noise and comes outside. He's very confused by everything he sees. He wonders, what is all this pomp and hubbub about? And then, in the middle of the procession, he sees what Ratnanka has brought for him. It's a golden rat. It weighs 1 whole kilo, and it has ruby eyes, sapphire ears, and even a little diamond chain around its neck. It's absolutely magnificent.
Ratnanka bows respectfully to the merchant and says, "Sir, I became a millionaire by your grace. 2 years back, you gave me a dead rat. Kindly accept this golden rat as a symbol of my gratitude." Even after becoming so rich, he is still so humble and thankful.
Yakshadatta just can't believe his eyes. He is so impressed. He looks at Ratnanka and says, "I am truly amazed by your intelligence and gratitude."
And that's how our wonderful story ends. Ratnanka's cleverness and his hard work really did turn a small, strange opportunity into a life full of success and respect.
So, what is the moral of this fantastic story? Well, there are 2 big lessons for us. First, that small opportunities can lead to great success if we use them wisely. And second, that hard work and being grateful always bring respect and happiness. These are wonderful things to remember, right?